Preparations have been made, and Jesus and his disciples enter the house where they are going to share the Passover meal together. And as they do so, Jesus surprises them. He takes off his outer garment, he wraps himself in a towel, kneels down on the floor and begins to wash his disciples' feet. The act of foot washing in itself is not a surprise. That's not the unusual part. When you walk around in sandals on dusty, dirty, grimy roads, your feet get covered in all kinds of muck and bullets. And as part of just as the way that we would in the West, we would go into a person's home and we would take our shoes off. In the Middle East in the first century, you cleaned your feet out of respect for the person's home whom you are entering. This was not the surprise. The surprise was who was doing the cleaning. This was a job for the lowest person in the house, possibly a servant, possibly one of the household children. This was definitely not a job for the highest ranked person in the house. The man of the house, the father of the house. It was definitely not a job for a rabbi, a religious teacher. And when we think of Jesus as the Son of God, well, you don't rank much higher than that, do you? And so Peter automatically steps in and says, no, Lord, you shouldn't be doing this. You shouldn't be washing my feet. And Jesus says, I must. If I don't wash your feet, you have no part of me. And Peter, in his exuberance, again says, well then don't just wash my feet, wash all of me. And Jesus says, no, it's okay. You don't need completely washing. That's not the point of what's happening here. The point of what's happening here is that you let me serve you. Are we willing to be servant-hearted? On any occasion, every occasion? Are we willing to take the job of the lowest person in order to serve those around us? Because the kingdom of God is built on a community that loves and serves one another. It's built on a community that wants to serve not just its own community, but the community that surrounds it as well. As Christians, we're called to follow Jesus' example. We're called to follow in the footsteps of our teacher, of our rabbi. And Jesus sets the example here, that he is willing to get down on his knees and take the job of the lowest person in the house in order that the others around him might be served. How are we willing to serve our family, our friends, our work colleagues, our church community, our wider geographical community?